This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This your boy Black Vegas, and busy week. Came back to work and was tired. Man, was glad to get back to work though. Trying to get back into a routine now. Weekend is here. I have a 3-day weekend, thank God, which is cool because I'm off the weekend of PAX West. And PAX West should be interesting. It should be very interesting. It's already started on the 1st, and it's going through to Labor Day, the 4th. And the thing that's always cool about PAX West is that if you're a person who likes indie games, you're going to get to hear about and see a lot of good indie games. And I'm very interested in seeing what indie games are going to be dropping and what's going to be talked about. Hopefully we get a lot of news about new stuff. I know a couple of people who are out at PAX West right now, so hopefully they have a lot of good shit to talk about. Shout out to MicroATX. I hope that you are having a great time at PAX West. But you gotta let us know what's going on, what's out there, what's good to play. Really am interested in seeing what comes out of there. Of course, PAX West kind of winds down the whole slew of gaming conferences and conventions, even though we still got a couple of more to go. Two that are important for Sony. We have TGS, the Tokyo Gaming Show, and of course the Sony Experience. You also have Paris Games Week, which I believe Sony is going to be hitting up. I think Microsoft is going to as well. And then we still have a lot coming out from Microsoft. I'm guessing, I'm almost guaranteeing that they're going to do something special for the Xbox One X between now and launch. They haven't been too vocal about it, but I just have a feeling like they're gonna try to do some type of big extravaganza on that. So, probably expect that too down the line. But we're pretty much thinning out on the gaming conference stuff. And as far as venues for third parties, this is probably the last super big one. So, I'm looking to see some new information on games dropping for the fall. I'm definitely looking for the indie stuff, like I said. It'll be interesting to see what content comes out of here. We already got some content just to look at some of the brief stuff, like the extension of Final Fantasy 15. That game seems to be growing, which is kind of crazy. I've never seen an JRPG do this, at least not to my recollection. If anybody knows of another JRPG that seems to have been constantly in development and add-ons and stuff like that. I mean, they're adding Assassin's Creed content to Final Fantasy. What the hell? DLC and all of this stuff. They're really restructuring the game and fixing things. And it's like, oh gosh, this game's at least a year old now, which is cool. That might be what JRPGs need to be brought back to the forefront, is that constant development and care. We'll see though. We'll see. I mean, they're trying to do a lot with the Final Fantasy. It makes me wonder what's going to happen when Kingdom Hearts come out. Are they going to follow the same path? Especially since Kingdom Hearts is a series famously known for having all these different editions. Maybe Kingdom Hearts 3 will just have a bevy of DLC and add-on instead of coming out with all these different versions. We'll see. Also, they got the Final Fantasy remake coming down the line too, so I'm wondering how that's going to be structured as well. There's going to be a Shovel Knight King of Cards. I need to check that out and see what that's all about. Shovel Knight is a very good indie game that took people by storm. See, Nintendo debuts NSSAS classic theme Nintendo Power. Nice. There's an indie showcase announced for Nintendo. I want to check that out and see what Nintendo's bringing on the indie scene. Yeah, that's about all I'm. Oh, Detroit news. I want to see what they say about Detroit Become Human. Um, that game seems interesting. That may be a David Cage game that appeals to the masses. His games are very niche, in my opinion. You either really like them or you really hate them, or you just find something about it that you play it even though you don't like it because it's just a crazy David Cage thing. I don't know if he's ever made a solid knock it out the park game yet. He's always made something that has some appeal to some, but not appeal to others. So it'd be interesting to see if this is like his his best game. It looks really good. It really does look good, but I have to see. I definitely have to see what people are saying about it from PAX West. Hopefully, good things are coming from it. And there's still a ton of stuff that can be announced and things like that. So we'll see what happens at PAX West. But I'm excited about it. This is where you're gonna get some like low key bombshells. Hopefully, uh, yeah. I'll do videos about stuff that I find super interesting. Um, if I, hopefully it'll be much more interesting than Gamescom. Gamescom wasn't that interesting. Hopefully, PAX West will have a lot more for us gamers. But anyway, I'm done rambling on this early morning. It's raining outside. I'm gonna go relax and chill. So with that, as always, you guys hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Megas, and I'm out, y'all. Deuces.